So, welcome to everyone. This is the first in our new series of Chinese Corners with our lovely guest Su Jinjin. Jinjin, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, I'm a medicine teacher in the Confucius Institute of Coventry University, and I like Chinese calligraphy very much. I practiced it when I was a young child. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and so could you tell us what is your job, Jinjin?
I'm a Chinese teacher, yeah.
And you have been working with the Confucius Institute now for a semester. And where are you at the moment?
No, I'm a student in the Associate University in China, and I have some experience in Chinese teaching, such as the HSK3 and the Chinese calligraphy and the cooperation Chinese language. Yeah,
Excellent. So um,
yeah.
today, hopefully, you are going to be telling us a little bit about the
Mhm.
some of the background for Chinese calligraphy. For anyone
Yeah.
who is attending, if you do have any questions, please either raise your hand and we can get you to ask, or please feel free to type into the chat. So, Jinjin, if you are ready, would you like to start your presentation?
Um, I think I'm ready. Yeah.
So,
Mhm. Okay.
fantastic. It looks good.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's Chinese corner. I'm a Mandarin teacher in the Confucius Institute of Coventry University. I will share something about Chinese calligraphy with you. I like Chinese calligraphy very much. I learned it by myself. Maybe most of people think it's very difficult to write Chinese characters. But if you like Chinese calligraphy, you can improve the Chinese writing ability in the enjoyment of art. I hope you can be interested in Chinese calligraphy after this class. Okay. First of all, let's have a basic understanding of Chinese calligraphy. There is a short video. Okay, let's start. Okay, I believe you have a basic understanding of Chinese calligraphy. And then today's course I will be divided into three parts to explain. For treasures, the styles of Chinese calligraphy and the basic strengths. Okay, then after watching that video, do you know what four treasures are? You can type on the dialog box. Yeah, brush, ink's done good. Ink, yeah, good. Anyone else? Yeah, you lost one. Paper. Yeah, good. Paper. Paper. Yeah. 笔、墨、纸、砚 brushes, ink, paper, and inkstones. Good. Okay, then let's relearn one by one. The first one is how to say it. What's this? It's 毛笔, 毛笔. Writing brushes, 毛笔. Okay. There are many kinds of writing brushes, big, middle, small. We use big one to write big characters and use small to write small characters. It's very big, right? And some small brushes. Okay, this my work is use the big brushes, so we write the big characters. Then I use the small brushes to write small characters. Yeah. And then after watching the video, do you remember what is the brush made from? Do you remember? Good. Animals' hair. Animals. The brush is made from animals' hair. And according to the different animal hair used, the brush is divided into the following kinds. The first is hard brush. These brushes which have good elasticity. It's usually made of rabbit hair, wolf hair, deer hair, and mouse beard. Yeah. This hair is a little hard, so we can call it hard brush. And then is soft brush. It's usually made of goat's hair and chicken feather. Because it's very soft, so we usually use it to made it to the Chinese painting, like this one. Chinese painting. We always use the soft brush, and we always use the hard brush to Chinese calligraphy. Do mice have beards? Yes, sure. Yeah, it's sure. Yeah. And another one is 尖毫笔. 尖 is between 硬毫笔 and 软毫笔. It has the hair of this hair in the hard brush and also have the hairs in the soft brush. We call it 尖毫笔. 尖毫笔. Yeah. And then next part, what's this? Ink. We call 墨. 墨. 墨, it's when we write the Chinese calligraphy, it will use the thick ink and the light ink. Calligraphers usually use light and thick ink to make the whole work look more beautiful and harmonious, especially in the Chinese painting. Look at these pictures, the cat and the little chicken. Yeah, the thick ink and the light ink. Thick ink and the light ink. It looks very beautiful, right? Yeah, and then let's learn something about the paper. Because this paper is usually made of bark and straw and has good water absorption, so we usually call it rice paper. Rice paper. 宣纸. 宣纸. Okay. According to different uses, there are many kinds of rice paper. For example, writing Spring Festival couplets, we always use rice papers. Yeah, too many kinds of papers. Yeah, and then is 砚, 砚, inkstones, 砚, 研墨. In ancient times, calligraphers used inkstones to make ink. Let's see how to make ink from inkstone. Are you ready? Let's start. This is the ink bar. It's a long strip of carbon. We should use the water and the ink bar. Okay. Then later inkstones of different beautiful shapes become works of art. You can see it. Flowers and trees, people, dragon. Yeah, it's very beautiful. It becomes artworks. Then let's do a little exercise. Please, Mitch. Okay, you can tape. The first one is
Hi there, Jinjin. I think you're having a little connectivity issue. We haven't heard you for a moment. Can you hear us, Jinjin? Oh dear. So, our dear attendees, if any of you could let me know in the chat, can you hear Jinjin, or is this a problem on my computer? Okay, thank you, Marco. I will try to find the problem. Thank you. In the meantime, so far it's been very interesting. I'm certainly learning something new about mice. I'm very surprised about the mice beards. I will try to contact Jinjin through the web chat. And I would tell everyone, this is our first time using Zoom to run this webinar, and Jinjin is joining us from China. So we do apologize for the technical difficulty. We can't hear you, Jinjin. So your video has started again, though. Could you try speaking now?
Can you speak? Can you hear me now?
Yes, now you are back.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, okay. So you can't hear me from what part?
Well, last time we heard, you had showed us these pictures to try to match the
Oh,
B,
okay.
Mo, Zhi, and Yan. So
Yeah.
I have put forward my guesses of the first one is B, then Zhi,
Yeah.
Mo,
Yeah.
Yan.
Good. 第六个 sixth one.
第六个有是模，
嗯
然后 B 眼，
嗯
第九个是是直。
Yeah, 纸 like paper 纸. Oh, it's great. It's great. Okay, let's go on.
Excellent. Let's continue.
Then I will share the different styles of calligraphy to you. Then the first part is oracle style. So guess what these Chinese characters mean? The first character, do you know what it is? You can type. Yeah, Niu. George, maybe you can tell the other one what's meaning. Niu.
So I should suggest that I am cheating a little bit because we did discuss this yesterday. So Nyo is a cow. I should like to be clear that this is not simply only my Chinese knowledge. We did have a brief look through this yesterday, but these I think these old characters are fantastically interesting. So I think the first one is Nyo. The other ones we can perhaps guess from what they look like.
Yeah, the oracle characters look like the paintings. The first one, Niu, it look like Niu cat. Yeah, and the second one, the other ones, do you know what's meaning? What do you think it look like? Okay, maybe it's a little difficult. Ma is 虎 tiger. Yeah, it's tiger 虎老虎虎. And the third one, I think it's very easy. The third one, what do you think about it? Is okay, George, is 蛇 S-H-E 蛇. Yeah, 蛇 snake. And the last one is look like do you know it? Yes, it's sheep, 羊 羊. So the oracle characters look like the panties. A different type of call, yes, sure. And then in the C style, this character also the 牛 虎 蛇 羊, but it becomes more easy. Don't look like it isn't look like the panties. The strokes are even and neat. Look at this work. Yeah. And then it's the clerical style. It's very solemn. Look at this character. 生意兴隆. That means hope you have a successful business. Yeah, 生意兴隆. And then the regular style is we always see. It's very easy. It's horizontal and vertical, easy to write. You can see this work. 持之以恒. That means you shouldn't say give up easily when you do something. Yeah. And the next one is the running style. Running style The writing speed of running style is faster than that of regular style. You can see, yeah. This is my work. I like write the running style. I think it's very beautiful, yeah, and cool. And I think cursive style is the most difficult in the all style because it's difficult to recognize. You see, just to see this one, we can't know it's 虎 tiger 老虎, right? It's a little difficult to recognize. Thank you. Yeah. And then is the work of cursive script. 草书. It's so difficult, right? Yeah. And then I want to show you the basic strengths of Chinese calligraphy. This character 永 字 永 that means forever in Chinese. Yeah, and in this character, it covers the basic strengths of calligraphy. If you master these strengths, I think you can write the Chinese calligraphy easily. Yeah, 横 竖 撇 捺 点 弯 提 勾. Okay, then let's see how to write it. Yeah. You can practice this character in your spare time. You can do it with pencil if you don't have the calligraphy brushes. Yeah. And then I would like to share with you a famous calligrapher, Wang Xizhi. I like him best. Yeah. He is famous as the master of calligraphy. And his work, 兰亭集序, is called the best running script in the world. So then let's take a look at his story.
There have been thousands of calligraphers from the ancient time to the present day. Why is Wang Xizhi titled the master of calligraphy?
It's because he practiced so hard and dared to try new things. If you closely examine his masterpiece, preface to the poems composed at the Orchard Pavilion, every character and every stroke is made so carefully that changing the smallest detail would be a mistake. This work is a perfect expression of the middle way in the Chinese concept of beauty. Moreover, Emperor Taizong of Tang, a famous fan of Wang Xizhi, adored his works. Leading the global fan club for the calligrapher, Taizong of Tang recommended all people in China to study his calligraphy, which earned Wang Xizhi the title Master of Calligraphy.
Yeah, that is Wang Xizhi, and this work is I practice his work for many times. I'm proud of this work. Okay, then I want to take an activity. Let's write your Chinese name. You can type your Chinese name in the dialog box, and then let me write your Chinese name for you. Okay? I will write your Chinese name. Yeah, 乔治, I see. 白叶城, right? Okay, this is Qiao Zhi, your name.
Okay, thank you for that. I think we what might be useful is to have a little bit of a comparison because yours looks beautiful. You have written in a very, very good, very beautiful way. I tried to write that myself just now.
Yeah.
I don't think it looks quite as good.
It's not bad, yeah.
I think perhaps for me it's the excuse me. For me, if you can tell what it is supposed to say, then it is a win. Perhaps, hopefully, when you get back to the UK, you can teach me how to write in a way that is not quite so bad.
Yeah.
So
And
let's see. Bai Ye Chen.
Bai Ye Chen, I want to know which Ye and which Chen. Can you tell me its meaning?
So
good. I see.
So perhaps when you have finished writing, you could explain the meaning as well. Bai Ye Chen. I'm not sure about this one. And again, if any of our other attendees are interested in having your name written in Chinese script or in the lovely Chinese calligraphy, please put it into the please put it into the chat. Oh dear, Jinjin, we appear to have your video appears to be frozen again. Can you hear us? Thank you, Yiming. The light, this, so that so by Chen, so Chen means the light, and Chen means the sun or the moon or the stars. So that's quite an interesting character. Jinjin, can you hear us? Your video has frozen. So people are stuck having to look at me for a moment, and my Chinese calligraphy is certainly not very good. And my knowledge of calligraphy is also no good. Thank you. Your video appears to finish. Could you if you could close your video and open it again? We can't hear you. No, you are chatting to us and things. Again, thank you to all our attendees for your patience today. As Jinjin's video is hopefully reconnecting now. I think if there are any other questions about Chinese calligraphy in any part of it, I think it's been fantastically interesting so far. Jinjin, if you can hear us, I would be very interested to learn a little bit more about perhaps the meaning and the history of some of the different styles when you get back. So for example, the running script is something that you find quite popular. Yes. Marco, thank you for your response. Yes, internet connection problems over Zoom meetings is something we are all quite familiar with. So yeah, Chen's name to Miss Ren, that's pretty good. So as if Jinjin,
can you see me now?
Oh, you're back. We can hear you. Yes, we can certainly hear you.
Can you see me?
We cannot see you. No, but we can hear you.
just
Oh,
can't hear me.
now we can see you. You are back.
Okay,
Excellent.
this is Ye Chen's name. Bai
Lovely.
Ye Chen. Yeah.
So Marco, I've opened. You are now able to speak if you'd like to. Unmute yourself. You are welcome to say how you feel about, how do you think about that name?
I can see Ye Chen.
No.
Maybe you can open your camera and just talk to me.
Marco can certainly.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hello. Hi. Yeah, I can hear
Hello,
you.
Jinjin. Hello, George.
Hello, Ye Chen.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much for writing the name. The name was chosen by Yi Ming, who gave me
Yeah.
a wonderful year one absolute beginner course during the summer, and I always loved my name. So it's great to see written down by a calligrapher like you. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. And thank you for joining us, Marco. I hope you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in calligraphy, but I know
Sure.
pretty much nothing about. So it was great to attend and finding out all this information. Thank you.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
Well,
Thank you for interested in Chinese calligraphy. Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yes,
Marco, when we get back to some sort of normalcy, we hope to put on calligraphy classes again.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, calligraphy class is something that would be quite difficult to do online. I think it's much easier.
Yeah, it's difficult to judge.
I think it's hard enough. I think it's. I have actually tried the calligraphy whilst living in China, but with the water. There are lots of old people in the parks who get buckets of water and do calligraphy on the tiles on the ground, and it's quite impressive.
Wow.
I think we could perhaps try that outside in Coventry one day, and I think I'm sure we get some very interesting looks.
Yeah. Looking forward to teach you calligraphy. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do it. We could do it in Coventry via Jinjin could be connecting on Zoom, and we could be there, and she could direct us. That's if we go back to normality.
Yes. Well, in the grand scheme of things, we do hope that Jinjin will be joining us over the next month. You are supposed to be here at the moment.
I hope so.
Unfortunately, we had to delay bringing Jinjin across, but she will certainly be a very valued part of our team as soon as China allows to let her come back to England.
Yeah.
So now, Jinjin, one of the things that if we go back to the question that I had, for me, one of the most fascinating things with Chinese calligraphy is, I can't remember the name you said, the I think it was the last style, which is very difficult to read.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult. I also can't write this style. Yeah.
I think. Do you know? Do these styles of calligraphy correspond to different times in Chinese history, or where does these or is it a geographical? Do they come from different parts of the country? Do you know anything about sort of that sort of background for the styles?
Let's.
Or is this a difficult question?
Some knowledge about this one. Yeah.
That's a hard question to jump on you. Perhaps I think that would be something be interesting that I would be interesting. Obviously, I know China has such a long history, and the different regions are so proud of their contributions. So it would be interesting to learn a little about, as you say, how those fashions change through China. That's perhaps something we can look into in a future session. I'd like to hopefully look more about the Chinese things. So I think that's been a very useful session today, and I think we'd like to start bringing things to a close. It's been very useful. Thank you very much for joining us, Jinjin, and thank you, Marco, and everyone else who has joined us today. we will keep everyone posted about our future Chinese corners. Thank you very much, everyone. Stay posted.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jinjin.
Thank you for organizing this.
Thank you, Josh.
Jinjin.
Thank you. Okay, goodbye, everyone. And this video will be posted on our website, the Confucius, excuse me, let me just get this website correct. The confuciusinstitute.coventry.domains/news. Thank you very much, everyone. Goodbye, Jinjin.
Thank you, Josh.
Bye, Marco. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers.